won one 4-star, which is good to have under his belt. But he is, yeah, he only ran a couple of times last year, and then he's had 2 runs this year. So he could be a little bit rusty, but I hope as he gets into it, into the course, he'll pick up. And he's a very good, very genuine horse, and he's got lots of ability. And then tomorrow in the dressage, who knows? If there's a big atmosphere in there, it'll be the biggest thing he's ever seen. And you just hope that he doesn't get too distracted by it. He's a little bit nosy. He's a bit of a inquisitive horse. He's not a worrier, but he gets, he kind of looks around a little bit and loses focus. So if he keeps his focus, that's mainly what I'm worried about.
What do you work on with him, I guess in the warm-up? Is there anything specific that you try to coach him through, speaking to that?
He's a horse that can get a little bit, if he looks at something and gets distracted, he can shorten up and get a little bit tight, and you lose the kind of forward movement and the kind of length of his stride. So really working on keeping him through and forward and taking the bridle and working to the bridle rather than seeing something and propping back. That'll be what I'm focusing on.
He had a little jump today though, so he's keeping him chirpy, didn't he?
Gave him a jump this morning because he hasn't jumped. He had his last competition was just before he flew out, which was a little bit late, but it's just the way our schedule went this spring.
Okay.
So he competed on the Sunday and then flew out on the Wednesday.
Okay.
And you don't. After they've competed, they have a couple of easy days, so he didn't really get to do anything back in the UK after his last run. So I gave him a good jump this morning, and he felt very good. And there's only so much dressage you can do with them. You don't want to go on going around in circles until tomorrow night.
So jumping's a favourite.
I wouldn't do dressage every day on them at home. So why suddenly do it here?
Yeah. So then, in preparation for the 3-day event, there's a little bit of dressage and cross-country and stadium jumping. Is there one that you work on more than the other with the horses?
You end up doing more dressage than anything else because that's the one that you can't gallop your horse every day. You can't jump them every day because you'd wear them out. I mean, you just would literally you'd run them into the ground both physically and mentally. So dressage is something that you bring into your training maybe 3 times a week, twice a week, or sometimes even 4 times a week if you have to. But it's and also it's in a funny way it's the most fiddly part of our sport. It needs the most little minute detail, accuracy, and you fuss about them halting square, reining back in the exact beat, not moving their nose, not moving their ears, and it's all those things are so detailed. You do have to work on them a bit.
How far in advance do you get to learn the pattern?